God's kingdom, unashamed of our call.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Deborah Table Podcast. What happens at this table is we engage with conversations with women who lead. And so I'm delighted to have you in this conversation, delighted to have you participate in who you are and as you're called to lead, to encourage you to keep on leading. And before we go any further, I want you to do three things for me. I would like, first of all, for you to subscribe to this channel. Secondly, share this episode, if it speaks to you at all, with a woman who leads. And then decree these words: I am taking my seat because the table is open. Pull up a chair. Let's have a conversation. And so, as we open up today's conversation, I want to speak to you concerning something called the Deborah Code. As a matter of fact, you might want to write that down. Just put that in the chat because there's a code we're going to be living by and looking at. When we think about the Deborah Code, it is the ability to lead without apology. Yes, it is the ability to lead without apology. So, welcome back to the Deborah Table Podcast. I am Dr. Andrea Williams, and I'm grateful that you're here. So let me also remind you why you're here. This is not a podcast for performance. This is a table for women who lead. And today we're talking about something that has held women hostage for years: apology leadership. So, what is Deborah Code? There is a code that Deborah carried. It wasn't arrogance, it was agreement. Deborah did not walk around asking, "Do you think I'm called?" She didn't say, should I lead? Do you think I should lead? She didn't ask Barack, is it okay if I speak? Deborah gave instruction because she knew she was positioned. And I call that the Deborah Code. The Deborah Code is the spiritual confidence that comes from alignment and knowing that I am who I am by the word of the Lord. You see, in our society, women have been trained to shrink. Many women who are trained to lead and lead with excellence, but shrink emotionally. Trained to be smart, but not intimidating. Strong, but not too strong. Bold, but not too bold. Visible, but not too visible. But I want to tell you today that that is not humility, that is bondage. Humility is not shrinking, humility is obedience. As a matter of fact, you might want to write that in the chat today. Humility is obedience. But we'll begin to look at the Deborah Code and this thing called apology leadership. We want to look at the cost of apology leadership. One, apology leadership produces exhaustion, resentment, burnout, confusion, over explaining, people pleasing, and emotional fatigue. And the worst part, apology leadership attracts people who want to use you. Because when you apologize for your gift, people assume it's free. You might want to drop that down. I am not free. When you apologize for your intelligence, people assume you don't value it. And when you apologize for your authority, people assume you can be manipulated. Let me say that again. Apology leadership, it is attractive, but what does it attract? It attracts people who want to use you. It attracts those who want to assume that your gift is free. And apology leadership, again, causes people to assume that you don't value the intelligence that you are. So we want to make sure today that you don't become one of those who people believe can be manipulated just because you're a woman. Deborah did not explain herself. Deborah said, has not the Lord commanded? She did not debate. She did not negotiate. And that is the model. Some of you are in rooms trying to convince people what heaven has already confirmed. Stop arguing, lead. You see, leading without apology is not pride. Let me clarify that. Leading without apology does not mean you don't listen. It doesn't mean you don't learn. It doesn't mean you don't mature. It does not mean you don't adjust. No, it means you stop acting like your calling is optional. It means you stop acting like your voice is a burden. It means you stop acting like your presence is an inconvenience. So maybe you are one of those women who have decided to lead without apology. So, who is this woman who leads without apology? She does not announce herself, she is simply present. She does not fight for her worth. She knows it. She does not beg to be included. She builds what she was called to build. And so, in this podcast conversation at this table where Deborah's lead, let me declare over you that this is the season that God is removing apology from your voice. You will not apologize for clarity. You will not apologize for wisdom. You will not apologize for leadership. You will not apologize for being the one who sees what others don't see. You will not shrink. You will not fall back. You will no longer hide in the dark. You will be the light. I declare today the activation of the Deborah Code. The table is open. It is time for you to pull up a chair and have a seat. I am Dr. Andrea Williams. Again, hit like, share, and subscribe. And if this spoke to you at all, invite other women to participate in these conversations with women who lead. Sometimes it's just one word that will make a difference. That word today is that you will no longer apologize for being the voice that you are. Your voice matters. God bless you. Have a great day. We celebrate who you are. We celebrate your grace, your goodness. And in this month of June, we celebrate you as a leader. Talk soon. God bless.